to study in Scotland. It is so green, it is so lush, it is so picturesque. I'm so excited to visit the various castles in Scotland. Sounds impossible, right? Well, it's not, and I'm here to tell you why. Scholarships are financial aid awards designed to help students pay for an undergraduate or graduate degree. Today we speak with Sharona King, and she will tell us all we need to know about the tips when applying for a scholarship. Welcome to the MOFPS Coffee and Conversations, where we talk about the policies with the people who develop them. I am your host, Colleen Cohen. Today we're taking several sips of coffee and having a conversation with Sharona King, Senior Director, Strategic Workforce Planning and Improvement. Hi Sharona, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Awesome. So today we're talking about scholarships. But before we have that discussion, tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, Sharona joined the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service in June 2008. Actually, tomorrow is my 15th anniversary with the
ministry. 15 years?
Yes.
That's a lot of years.
Yes, and I joined as a human resource professional, and I've been working in that capacity at several different levels over the period. I joined the Strategic Workforce Planning and Improvement branch in October 2022, so I'm just about nearing 8 months in the branch.
Wow. So you have had an exciting journey.
An exciting journey indeed.
Awesome. So today we are here to have the discussion about scholarship. Tell us who can apply for a scholarship.
Well, any Jamaican can apply for a scholarship as long as you meet these requirements as stipulated in the scholarships that are advertised.
Right. So you have shared with us who can apply for a scholarship. So now I'd love for you to tell us what are some of the requirements or the qualifications when applying for a scholarship.
Okay. Depending on which scholarship you're applying for, each scholarship has different criteria. So it's important that whoever is intending to apply and to achieve an award for a scholarship, that you familiarize yourself with the ads when they go out. So if it's a first degree, it might require that you perform highly in CAPE and CSEC. If you're applying for a master's degree scholarship, then it might be a little more, and it might come with experience as well. So it is important that potential awardees familiarize themselves with the scholarships. And it is always so important that you visit the websites of the donor agencies or the governments where the scholarships might be advertised. For example, the Organization of American States. They have a lot of information there. So if you familiarize yourself, then you'll be good to go when you put in your application. You stand a better chance of achieving one of those awards.
Wow. So you're saying that I stand a chance of getting a scholarship?
Most certainly.
Awesome. But Sharon, I want to go back to the first question I'd asked you about who can apply to the scholarship. Yes. You had mentioned only Jamaican citizens. So you're saying if a Nigerian who is living in Jamaica and they want to apply for a scholarship here, they cannot apply, only Jamaican citizens can apply?
Right. At this time, they wouldn't qualify.
Why wouldn't they be qualified?
Because the scholarships are... Most of them come to Jamaica through a bilateral or multilateral agreement with the government of Jamaica. So it stipulates, and the government stipulates, that the scholarship awarded, because when the awards are given, the government stands security for those awards.
Oh.
Hence, we will go into the bonding process, which will highlight why only Jamaicans can apply and obtain those scholarships.
Okay. So what if the Nigerian who is currently residing in Jamaica obtains a Jamaican citizenship? So now they have dual citizenship. In that case, can they now apply for the scholarship?
They would possibly qualify.
Oh,
yes.
Nice. So I need to tell my Nigerian friends then, who are also Jamaican citizens. That's really nice. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing that information. All right, another question that I'd love to ask you What are the types of scholarship that your unit or your branch normally advertise on a yearly basis?
We advertise for first degrees, second degrees, and even sometimes PhDs. And we also advertise for developmental short courses that are offered by some of our strategic partners abroad.
Right.
So it's not just long-term scholarships, but there are awards that we administer on behalf of the government of Jamaica.
Right. I know so many persons are excited right now, tuning in just to listen to the various tips that you have to share about scholarships. And I know that the Shevening Scholarship is coming up, the Marcus Garvey Scholarship is coming up, the Commonwealth Secretariat Scholarship is coming up. Tell us about the Marcus Garvey Scholarship.
All right, the Marcus Garvey Scholarship, that's specific to Jamaica, and we hold that dear to our heart because it's a Jamaican scholarship. That was implemented in 2 years ago. We have the second cohort currently studying, and we recently advertised for the third cohort, and that is now being processed. So the awards will soon go out round about August.
Woo!
Right. And as we advertise and as we make that award in August for the third cohort, then we will start advertising again for the fourth cohort, because initially it's supposed to run for a 5-year period. So initially we're supposed to have 5 cohorts over the period.
Right. I'm excited, Sharona. I'm truly excited about this scholarship that you just mentioned. So you have shared quite a lot about scholarships and various tips and the various scholarships that is currently being offered through your branch. I wanted to know, tell me, what are some of the main functions and the roles of your branch?
Okay, the branch, we have 2 main functions. What most people would be familiar with is scholarships and assistance. That has transitioned since last April into we have advanced. The unit has been restructured, and so we're more focused now on talent management, which is a more strategic approach to how we develop human capital. So we have talent management and we have strategic workforce planning. The strategic workforce planning arm of the branch is being developed because that's new. It never used to be there, but it's a transition from just being a scholarships and assistance unit where we provide technical assistance into a more strategic approach where we look at the public sector in general and try to work with data to determine market needs, market trends, and how we train our people to fit into those roles. Because we don't really want to train people and then when they are through training, they can't find a job. So strategic workforce planning will be looking at what the market demands and what is being offered in the universities, and to guide the ministries, departments, and agencies when they look at their needs analysis to determine how they train, what is approved for scholarships. And as I touch on that point, the scholarships that we normally advertise are usually the ones that are aligned with GOJ's strategic priorities, because we get several offers.
So what are some of the priorities of the GOJ?
So we're talking about health, we're talking about climate change, which are current, we're talking about technology.
So what about crime, violence?
Yes, we do have that as a strategic priority as well. So any course that will provide a senior level scholarship that can provide leadership in that regard.
Or enhance or benefit Jamaica.
Precisely.
Right.
So we have had people from the JDF applying. We have had people from the JCF applying to attend those crime-related and scholarships.
Right. I'm happy that you mentioned that persons from even the JCF or the JDF are applying to some of these scholarships.
Correct.
I'm happy that you share that. We have shared so much today, Sharona, don't you think?
Certainly.
So because they have shared so much, a lot of information was shared. I wanted to give us 3 takeaway points, that leaving this conversation today, we can say, these are the 3 main points about scholarships that I need to know. What are those 3 points?
All right, there are several, but let me just start with, first of all, it's important to determine your career path. Not just because a scholarship is advertised, you're gonna apply. Make sure that it's within your career path, so that you don't want to waste time and then you come back and you don't know where to turn from there. That's one. Number two, ensure that you familiarize yourself with the criteria that are published for the scholarships, because they are usually very competitive. And so it's important that you fit those criteria to stand a good chance of attaining one of those scholarships. And thirdly, liaise with your HR department. Talk to your HR and find out what is available for you to access in terms of study leave and in terms of no pay leave and all of that, so that when you apply, you're able to stand a good chance of being selected and being granted the opportunity to leave work on study leave, to go back, go study, and come back.
Nice. Now, all important question, Sharona. What makes your branch so excellent?
Wow. Yes, we are an excellent branch. We recently got top score, a very high score in our customer service excellence. And I believe that is attributable to the quality of staff that we have. They are very knowledgeable about their subject area and the technical areas of the branch, and they are very passionate about customer service. They deliver it with a smile. Even when they are under pressure, because right now we are short-staffed, and so even when they're under pressure, they always go the extra mile to ensure that the clients, we satisfy the needs of the clients, even though we get some irate clients, especially when it comes to bonding, and people don't want to sign, but they want to know why they have to be bonded, why they have to provide this document, why we ask for so much documents. Yes, so they do get irate, but our customer service reps at that desk in particular, they always treat the clients with respect and always try to calm them down. And then at the end of the day, they normally smile and say, I don't ask you so much, but thank you because you gave us all the information that we need. So I think that contributes to the service excellence that our branch
nice.
offers.
You guys are doing an excellent job, I might say myself, because I visited the scholarships branch and I was given the same level of service and attention. So keep up the good work. We are happy of the work that you're doing in the scholarships branch, you and your team, of course. But my final question to you, Sharona, what does service excellence mean to you?
Well, it's always people ask me why I smile so much. Sprinkle it with a smile. So in general, that's part of it. But for me, service excellence is a combination of things. You have to have competent and highly motivated staff. And that's where supervisors come in, and that's where organizational culture comes in. So yes, it begins with competent and efficient staff. Couple that with the level of technology that is offered and the efficiency of those technologies. The ministry at this moment is upscaling our technology, and that is adding a lot of value to customer service, and we give kudos to the ministry for that. So couple the qualified and competent staff with the technology that we use to execute, and then at the end of the day, we're able to deliver quality service to our clients and our customers. So I believe all of that all go well to excellent customer service.
I believe it contributes to excellent customer service as well.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Sharona. You have shared a wealth of information about scholarships, and we're so happy to, that you were able to avail yourself to share with the staff about the various tips we need to know about scholarship. And for me, I can say that I'm excited because my dream and my plan to study in Scotland is not so impossible after all, but it is actually possible. I thank you for joining us today and have a blessed day.
It was certainly my pleasure. And I invite all the Ministry of Finance staff, look out for the advertisements and see whether or not you qualify, because there are lots of opportunities out there that you can obtain.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you for watching this episode of the MOFPS Coffee and Conversations, where we talk about the policies of the people who develop them. The MOFPS, we are driven by service excellence.
If you haven't checked us out yet or been following us on social media, be sure to do so. We are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and now TikTok. Search for @MOF Jamaica or the Ministry of Finance Jamaica.